This summer solstice brings the launch of Synchronicity University. So excited about finally presenting you guys with a free, online, fully accessible data bank of astrology classes. You can watch lessons right now at synchronicityuniversity.com and of course my YouTube channel, nadiyashah.com. Hello, fabulous Capricorn. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of August 2015 General Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. This month begins with a focus on finances. So last month was really about love. It was about you. It was about heart. It was about thinking about who you are and what you're manifesting, getting honest with yourself on levels of heart, on levels of spirit, and particularly in the context of thinking about your desire for love, the love you have or the love that you want. Now, as we progress into this month, the energy does shift and shifts to matters that are a little bit more practical. Now, that's not to say that there isn't also love on offer, and actually I'll be talking about that in the love-focused horoscope. But it does look like with all the very romantic energy, especially in the early part of last month, the middle of last month, as we're finishing July and entering this month, it's almost as if there might be a certain sudden quality to it. There might be a certain awakening quality to it, but it looks like some conversation with another person, some one-on-one interaction, all of a sudden brings you to an understanding that you've got to pay attention to money. You know, as it said, I remember seeing a comedian say, you got to get your money right. That's what's happening as you are finishing July and especially in the first days of August. And that energy in some ways is going to stay with you, particularly as we move into the month. So as we're starting the month, it's about getting your money right. It's about a bit of a reality check, I gotta say, where it comes to what's coming in and what's going out. So whether it's your spending or your earning, you are having to pay attention to that. And as part of this, there is a conversation that is set to take place that is likely to all of a sudden make you realize that you've got to set your priorities straight and you've got to pay attention to a money matter. So this could be you in talks about a raise or in talks about the amount of money that you're earning. This could be in talks around an expense that you have, possibly a regular expense, but it does look like there are phone calls taking place, maybe even a level of negotiation taking place as well, as part of managing some of your expenses. Now, for some of you out there, this is going to be a conversation that can lead to a money-making opportunity. But more than anything, it looks like there's negotiating and there's balance playing out, especially where it comes to money that you earn and money that you spend. But here's the amazing thing, as we progress into the month, and especially once we get to the middle of the month, the energy just turns around so quickly, and especially financially, things start going really well, seemingly in a moment, seemingly overnight. This isn't so much about money that you earn. This has more to do with money that comes from things like grants, loans, bursaries, insurance payments, tax returns. It has to do with commission payments as well, inheritances. So it has to do with what astrologers call other people's money. So this is dealing with financial institutions. This is attracting funding for something that you really want to do or you really want to have. This is attracting credit or just attracting a grant that allows you and gives you options to really launch something even bigger and more meaningful to you. The way that things come about in the middle of the month seems absolutely delightful and seems to come by surprise as well. So when I see this energy happening, while at the beginning of the month, there is this element of give and take, if you will, right? There's a little bit of needing to talk it out, needing to make phone calls, feeling a little bit unsure. However, calm that. Know that when the focus is so financial, it means that the money is there. When the universe asks you to pay attention to your money, it means that the resources you need are there. You just need to show up for it. So that's what the universe is going to ask you, to exercise faith and to show up for whatever it is that comes as you start the month. But it is mid-month when a big breakthrough is set to take place. When I see something like this happening, it tells me that if there's any kind of funding you want, whether you're trying to get a grant or a loan, this is the month to put those applications in. This is the month to have those conversations. And especially if you're trying to attract funding to do something close to your heart, to do something that is truly meaningful to you, and to do something that you think will have a transformative quality, whether it's in your own life or the lives of others around you, this can be an amazing time when what you need, the resources you need, come together so perfectly and so laughably by surprise that it restores your faith in a very loving universe at that. As we get to the late part of the month, thankfully the money stuff sort of takes care of itself and the focus changes as you're finishing off the month. It becomes a lot more about things like contracts and negotiating. So this tells me that you're on the right track. This tells me that whatever it is that's coming forward, whatever financial shifts and changes and progress you make, there's some finalization around that, some papers being signed around that come late this month. What I love about this month for you is that the universe wants you to know that the universe is abundant. The universe wants you to know that with enough perseverance and enough ingenuity, the resources you need to do whatever you want can fall into place. Of course, you want to have faith. Of course, you want to back that up with action. That's really important, especially early in the month when you're questioning that very faith. However, if you see it through and you trust the process, I think you're going to find events line up for you just perfectly so that you can have and do and be what it is that you dream, or at the very least, move one step closer to it, dealing with any financial barriers that might have been there before towards a more prosperous future.